What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Vince King, back with another update on the 100K account challenge. I am doing the video for day 11. It's actually the weekend. Day 11 was Friday, May 30th. Today is June 1st. So I'm doing this video a couple days late. Been pretty busy driving on the truck since Friday. I went all the way from Vegas to Denver and then Denver to Kansas City. I'm actually currently getting loaded right now to go to Dallas, Texas. So like I said, been busy the last couple days, so this video is a little late. Let's go ahead and talk about what we did Friday. So as we know, from the last couple of days, day 9 and day 10, we after an 8-day winning streak, we actually lost a considerable amount of the account. We had grown the account from $200 to $741 in 8 days, and then days 9 and 10 we took back-to-back massive losses. I think day 9 we lost $233 to bring the account balance down to $508, and then day 10 I actually lost like 94% of the account on day 10 alone. So we went from $508 to $29 and some change on Thursday, day 10. So day 11 was Friday. We started the day off with, I think, $29.16, and we only made 50 cents on Friday. So let me see if I can actually pull up the exact balance. It's showing 30 bucks right here, but it's like 29 and some change. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, we only made like 50 cents. So with having such a small amount of capital to trade with now, I have to change my strategy. Normally I trade options contracts. Normally I day trade options contracts. I touched briefly on this in the day 10 video about the strategy having to change. So we are going to be looking at penny stocks and inverse ETFs and inverse leverage ETFs and leverage ETFs. So what those are: penny stocks for one. Let's start with penny stocks. So a penny stock, the specific definition of a penny stock is basically a stock that trades for $5 or less. So with only having $30 in the account now, we have to, since my brokerage does not offer fractional shares. So let's just say a share of Apple is $202 or whatever it is right now. I cannot buy $30 worth of Apple right now. I have to buy a stock that is $30 or less right now. I could still trade options, but honestly, the options that are this cheap, they're usually pretty cheap for a reason. They're usually not worth this, and they don't really move too well. If I get an opportunity to find a option this cheap and I think it will move, I may consider trading another option again, but probably gonna wait until I get back up to at least $100. I bought options that cost around $100 a bunch of times during this challenge. So I know those $100 options are good, but the ones that like $25 and $30, they normally don't move too well. So like I said, we're shifting our strategy for now to penny stocks. Like I said, penny stock is a stock that trades for $5 or less. I do have some tools in my my trading platform that can scan for particular movements in stocks that I want to try to see if I can make a trade on. So I probably will be utilizing some of that. So that'll be something different that I can actually talk about in these videos. Also, I mentioned inverse ETFs and leverage ETFs and inverse leverage ETFs. So let's start with a leverage ETF. So a leverage ETF, one example is the stock SOXL. It's an ETF that tracks the ETF. It's an inverse, and that's not an inverse the ETF. It's a leveraged ETF that tracks the ETF SOXX. So for every 1% that SOXX moves, SOXL moves 3%. So it's leverage times 3. Now we also have SOXS, which does the opposite of SOXL. So when SOXL moves plus 3%, SOXX moves minus 3%. A lot of the popular stocks have leveraged ETFs and inverse leverage ETFs that move how the stock moves, or moves at the opposite of the stock moves. So the trade that I made Friday, only made one trade. I bought 4 shares of a Tesla inverse ETF. It's Tesla's ticker symbol is TSLA. This inverse Tesla ETF is TSLS. So if Tesla goes up 4%, this particular ETF, this inverse ETF, goes down 4%. So Tesla goes up 4%, this one goes down 4%. So I was pretty much betting that Tesla was gonna go down, and so we bought 4 shares of TSLS at $7.26 a share, and I ended up selling all 4 of them at $7.39 a share. So I think the profit, let me do the math on it. I think the profit was a little bit shy of 2%. So like I said, although we only made like 48 or 50 cents that day, we ended up having a green day. It's an extremely small gain. It's not really going to move the needle for us in this challenge. So I'm definitely going to be looking into penny stocks, or trying to bet on some other of the inverse or the leveraged ETFs that have more movement in a particular day. Let's see what our math is on that. Yeah, so looks like I got it 1.8%. So we only made 1.8% on that trade. We can talk about some of the leveraged in the inverse ETFs. So we got the QQQ, which tracks the NASDAQ. That is the primary ETF, and we also have the TQQQ, which is the QQQ, I think times 3 in leverage, and the SQQQ, which is 3 times inverse. So if QQQ goes up 1%, SQQQ goes down 3%. As you can see, it's at a price of $23.73, so it's in the range of a share that we can buy. The TQQQ is actually trading at $70 per share, so it's out of our range right now. We cannot trade. We have TSLL, which is pretty much the opposite of TSLS, the share that the ETF that we actually made some money on Friday. TSLL is a Tesla 2 times leverage share. So Tesla goes up 1%, TSLL goes up 2%. So it's the opposite of TSLS. So we also have there's a bunch of them. Let me see. I have more on my Robinhood Legend chart. Let me look at my watch list that I have over here. Out the way. There, move that out the way. Alright, so we have NVDL. That's NVIDIA leveraged ETF. I think there's an NVDU, which is a inverse NVIDIA ETF. So there's a bunch of them that so SPXX, this is one of my favorites. So because I like trading the SPY a lot. SPXX is a SPY inverse ETF. So when SPY goes up, the SPXX goes down. Let's add SPY to this chart so we can compare it for you real quick. Go here. SPY is the S&P 500 ETF. All right, so SPY is this green line down here. Let me get rid of some of my other comparisons. See if I can get that SPY up on the chart. All right, so as you can see, all right, so as you can see, the SPXX does the opposite of the SPY. When SPY goes down, SPSX goes up. And also, as you can see right here, I think it looks like SPSX is actually 3 times leverage. So it's an inverse leverage ETF. So SPY goes down 1%, SPSX goes up 3%. So you see how that works. So these are going to be the type, and SPSX is only $5.48. So it's under our $30. So that's something I can trade, you know, until we build the capital back up. So those are going to be the types of you know, stocks and ETFs that we can buy for now until we get you know, until we build back up from $30. Like I said, I haven't put options completely off the table. I just have to find a great setup, you know, for an option that cheap. Most other options that cheap are horrible. That's why they're so cheap. But yeah, man, that's where we're at for today. Like I said, we only made 50 cents. Or 52 cents on the day, Friday, which was day 11. And we only brought the account to, like, I think we're at $29.66 now. So it's gonna be a challenge to build up from, you know, going all the way down to 29 bucks, but shoot, we're here for it, and I'm gonna keep documenting this process, you know, all the way. So we're gonna go 100K or bust. We're gonna see how long it takes to get there. We're either gonna see how long it takes me to build back up and try to build back up to 100,000, or, you know, we bust. And, you know, like I said, we're gonna document every day. So that's gonna conclude the end of our day 11 video. I got some new graphics that I actually worked on. Let me go ahead and put that in here real quick. I got bored one night and did this actually when I was on a live, actually. So I'm gonna debut this graphic for the day 11 video. Might stick to it, might change it up, who knows. Yeah, just tell me what y'all think. I'm trying to get it full screen. Can't do it. There it goes, full screen. Alright, y'all, that concludes the day 11 video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share this with anybody you think may find this type of content interesting. Also, if you guys have any ideas of some penny stocks or some ETFs or leverage ETFs or inverse ETFs that I should take a look at to trade, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I'm always open and willing to, you know, listen to ideas and take advice. So let me know, guys. This concludes the end of the day 11 video. Peace.